Did you really think you could just walk off with that?
I really hope so.
How dare you threaten me?
I agree. Perhaps if we collect ourselves, we can move on. That's what I get for trying to be nice, eh? I'm trying to be reasonable here. Get out of here at once! I can't believe you thought this was a good idea.
Well, what do you have to say for yourself?
No, that's not any more true than it was a minute ago.
You may be right about that. Let's look at this more calmly. You should not have come here! My own daughter assaults me in my own home, steals my personal spacecraft, then runs off to who knows where!
You know what? That does make sense.
No harm will come to her, unless she resists. But she will go away for a very long time. You did the right thing. Your pitiful threats don't scare me. In fact, I'm going to call security and let them deal with you. How dare you threaten me?
You don't know what you're talking about. I've got my orders. But maybe we can work something out. Huh. That makes a lot of sense, now that I think about it.
You've got a point. She is my flesh and blood.
You seem certain of that. I am willing to entertain the idea, but you have to be more convincing than that.
Out with it already.
I hope there is a way to work this out.
She told you about that. She would really put her own life at risk due to me. She puts me in a difficult position. She needs to face consequences. Yet, I do not wish her to die.
I'm not trying to be a hard ass. I just can't go any lower.
Hate? No, of course not. But she mustn't be lawless. What do you think you're doing?
You might be right.
If she wants me to go to therapy, I will. Whatever it takes. I promise. It won't be easy. But, yes, forgive me. I may have spoke too callously. We'll see about that.
You gave me what I needed. Our business is done.
At this point, that seems unlikely. Put that back! If I'm being honest with myself, no. I suppose we could at least talk. She must learn that there are consequences to her actions. Help! Murder! Sorry, but I stand firm in my decision. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be calling security to deal with you. I'm not proud of it. I've wrestled with it ever since my wife died. I have been a terrible father.
I'm still willing to talk.
I'm sure it won't need to come to that. Let's talk.
That's all just talk. Doesn't change anything.
Get out of here with that. She clearly hates me and wishes me to suffer. How do I know she hasn't poisoned it?
Maybe we can work something out.
If what you say is true, then she must make that choice herself. She's right to worry about facing consequences from me. You realize what she did to me, don't you? I have every right to be angry and wish to see her punished.
I'm trying to figure out how to help you.
What are you going to do to me if I don't? First, you lie about who you are and why you're here. Then you confront me about my estranged criminal daughter. Why should I allow you to speak?
Nice words, but they don't change anything.
You don't have the guts. And even if you did, security would be on you before you could get to port. Help! Someone's being attacked! Absolutely. I don't know if I could ever forgive my daughter.
Nobody wants that.
Pickpocket! Stop!
Don't do anything you might regret. Security is already on their way.
What has become of me? Thank you for intervening.
Apologize? She is the one who should apologize to me for what she did.
Sorry, I've got orders, you know.
How dare you mention my dead wife's name? You don't get to come here and besmirch her memory like that. You've got nothing to step back to but mindless drivel like this. I'll take that, thank you.
Go on. You got what you wanted. I'm calling off the search for my daughter. What? No, that's not true. I haven't agreed to anything yet. Yeah, I hope so.
Someone do something! Now you think a friendly little chat is going to smooth it all over and make things better? How foolish do you think I am?
I don't see how. You know how it is. I'm the one you've got to deal with. Like it or not.
Not if you keep failing to convince me. You would threaten me? I'll kill you before you can beg for forgiveness. What do you think you're doing? You have my ear so far.
Too bad.
Don't kid yourself. Now go before I change my mind. What are you doing?
Perhaps. I'd like to keep this civil.
Apologize. She is the one who should apologize to me for what she did.
Then why did she go and act like one?
Yes, of course. Understood. I will drop the charges against her immediately. I will call off the bounty hunters. I'm thinking about it. Of course it was. I should have not been so blind. You have no idea what you're doing. You need to tell me where she is this instant. To your worst, you're nothing but a common criminal. Like my daughter.
You think I'm a pushover?
Ha! You're all bark, no bite.
Nice words, but they don't change anything. I really doubt it. I'd like to think so.
Yes. Tell her I will drop the charges immediately and call off the bounty hunters. And I suppose I will seek her out to talk. Oh, I miss her. No. You're right. She would be disgusted with who I've become. I've been dishonoring her memory with my actions.
Belinda.
Go on, and be aware that I won't hesitate to call security on you if you come any closer.
You don't know what you're doing! You're out of your mind! Help! Security!
I hear you.
You should know. She assaulted me and stole a 5 million credit starship after years of raising her on my own. This is what I get from her. I know I don't deserve it, but I hope Rivka will forgive me. And Rivka is all I have left of my wife. I would do her a disservice to incriminate her daughter like that.
No way. It's my ass if something goes wrong here. You know what? You're wasting my time!
Not a chance.
I really hope so.
You leave me no choice but to kill you!
You don't scare me.
I assure you they are already on their way. I suggest you leave before things get messy.
The way I see it, you need what I'm offering more than I need what you're paying.
So she thinks she can win me over with a fancy drink? No. Her actions are inexcusable.
I don't think so.
You haven't seen anything yet. Keep trying me and find out. I'm willing to try the hard way.
You're starting to make a lot of sense.
Your threats don't worry me.
Look, I'd like to help, but you did the right thing here. You don't want to get tangled up in this family matter. No, it's not that simple. I won't go back on my word so long as you keep yours. Now please, go. I really hope so.
Oh my God! Hey, give that back! Then why did she go out and act like one? I'm not the one making it difficult.
You've got the point. She is my flesh and blood.
I think you may be right. You'd best get out of here before security escorts you. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Someone help me!
You know what? You might be. Wait, no. What am I saying?
Hey, give that back!
I don't see how. Stop trying to confuse me.
Ah, see? You can be reasoned with.
I'm just doing my job, you know. I'm sure you're on the up and up. I doubt more talk is going to change my mind. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking before. That's what I'm hoping.
I have the best bounty hunters and law enforcement in the settled systems after her. And you think some dreg like you is going to frighten me? If you tell me where she is hiding, I will agree to let you go scot-free. No security. All charges against you will be dropped.
I'm not trying to make your life difficult, you know.
I don't disagree with you. Belinda, anything for you to leave me be. Please, just go. Hey, that isn't yours!
I'm starting to think you're right. Red Harvest Reserve, huh? I assume this is from my daughter. Well, she knows how to get my attention.
So, Rivka sent you. To what? Intimidate me into calling off my search for her?
How dare you mention my dead wife's name? You don't get to come here and besmirch her memory like that.
I don't suppose she told you that she assaulted me, stole my luxury starship, and dumped it over Aquila? I should be mad at you. But I think I am merely mad at myself.
Don't get bent out of shape.
You think wrong.
You're wasting my time.
Help! I'm being attacked!
Maybe we can still work something out.
Now, do her a favor and tell me where she is, because if I have to expend the effort to track her down myself, she will regret it. Don't try that again!
True. Red Harvest Reserve is extremely hard to come by and very expensive. I could at least consider it.
Are you trying to say I'm not a reasonable man? Maybe so. Thanks. I'm still collecting my thoughts. I may just need a little time to figure out how to say what I need to say. Thank you. I don't want any trouble. If I drop the charges against Rivka and agree to stay away, you won't harm me? Is that the deal?
There is nothing to talk about. I've already made myself clear. Now that I know where Rivka is, the trackers I hired will be sure to bring her in before anyone can even think to warn her.
Well, let's make this quick. I suppose I've overreacted. She was young, and while foolish, she is still my daughter.
You may think so, but I don't.
And I will call security on you for your involvement in this deception. Now, no need to escalate things. I'm listening. Now, hold on. I didn't say I wouldn't consider it. After I kill you, I'm doubling down on finding Rivka. It will be up to Rivka how she wants me to make amends, and I will do whatever it takes. If she wants money, she'll get it. She is free to get treatment. And when she does, I will use my professional network to track her down and bring her to justice.
I can see that.
You certainly did, and I do not appreciate this intrusion.
So, what then? She thinks this will be enough to smooth things over between us?
You made your point. Now leave me alone. All right. I'm willing to hear you out. I'm still listening.
Fine. Finish what you have to say.
This isn't getting us anywhere.
Don't just stand there catching flies. I knew I could no longer trust Rivka. You've got a point. She is my flesh and blood.
I think... No, stop it. You're trying to confuse me.
My daughter knows me well. Maybe she is serious about this. As if a bottle of my favorite drink is enough to repay me for what she did.
I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here.
How I miss her. No, you're right. She would be disgusted with who I've become. I've been dishonoring her memory with my actions.
Okay, that's not a bad idea.
Maybe so.
Unless... That's mine! Give it back! So what then? You're working with her? She thinks this will be enough to smooth things over between us? Unless...
Then why did she go and act like one?
I can see that. Hold on. You're trying to confuse me, aren't you?
Sorry, but
I can't.
I will give you one more chance. If you tell me where Rivka is, I will drop the charges and let you go. Do we have an agreement?
You might be right. Don't mistake being reasonable for being a pushover. I really doubt it.
That's where we disagree.